Today we have NourAldin. How are you? How are you
great.
doing?
I'm very good.
I saw your Instagram more than an actor, presenter,
Belly dancer sometimes.
belly. I was like, tell me about it. What do you mean more than an actor, more than a?
Oh yeah, I'll tell you. What do you do?
I'm in real estate.
And?
That's it.
In
and
home.
podcast.
Okay, and at home, who are you?
I'm just a brother, or that's
okay.
it. Like,
You're a son, you're a brother,
son, yeah.
you're a friend.
Yeah.
So you're more than real estate guy.
Actually,
Wow.
wow. I didn't
Wow.
think of it like that.
You're
How
not
hard
only a
did
real
I
estate
hit
guy.
Yeah, not a real estate
Wow.
podcast guy, just more than that. Actually, pretty good.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we are more than one thing. You know what's so funny? I just remembered my last meeting with Meta people. They're like, focus on kalam min al-qalb, the hard talk, the one I do. You're going to grow more. Do not diversify. I was like, I am more than what you're asking me to do. Which I respect them. I love them. I respect your vision, but I'm more than this person. I don't want to show one side of my character. I'm so many things. I'm not only this one thing that I do. Sometimes I'm funny. Sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I'm boring. Sometimes I'm not. Sometimes people do love me. Sometimes they don't. So this is normal. We are everything.
Exactly.
Wow.
That's why more.
Wow. Thanks. Like no one has ever put it so nicely across to me. Like what do you?
Yeah.
Thank you.
More than that. That's because it was very catching to me. That I said more than, I'm like,
It's
yeah.
like, what's more?
Yeah,
I've
what-
done so many things. I did real estate back in 2007 for like 9 months maybe.
Oh, that was the worst time to do real estate.
It was really nice.
But 2008 came like right
Very
around the
good
corner.
money. I mean, I left before 2 months before the crisis because I felt there's something odd. I started to tell my brothers because majority of my brothers in real estate. So I felt something is coming because it was not really well organized to me.
Yeah. And then you're just like, oh, what do you think about now, the real estate market now? It's been like going up anyway.
What do I think? I mean, actually, I love it because developers are more conscious of what they're doing.
Yeah.
I would say even Dubai as a city, if I'm going to talk about Dubai and UAE, they know more who's legit, who's not.
Yeah.
They know more where to put this project and another. They know where are these are like communities, and this is like these are like buildings here, communities here.
Exactly.
I like it more
because I also like the fact that escrow has also come in. I don't know if there was escrow before.
Escrow account started to I would say reveal itself in the UAE by end of 2007.
But it was not like there was still developers.
It was not a thing, but they were talking about escrow account, yeah. And then reality hits to 2008. We got the crisis, unfortunately.
That's the thing, and that's what I like about Dubai. Like it's like they're making sure like they've learned from everything that has happened, and they've made sure that okay, and you know what, we're not going to do oversupply.
They learn and they teach others.
Yeah,
this is what's nice about Dubai.
Yeah, true.
Exactly. They teach everyone. They taught me how to like. Because I remember that time, that 2008. So both of us are born and raised here in Dubai.
Me too. I'm not local. I'm Syrian.
Oh,
I was
really?
born here. Yeah.
Yeah. So you remember the time, that 2008, 2009.
Of course I do.
It was so messed up. Like I would meet people and then I would not see them again. Kind of situation. So I'm glad Dubai has become more than that. Like like a lot of. Like people like us, when we come to Dubai, we have this a little bit of identity kind of thing, which a lot of people who feel, but I've never felt like that. I don't know about him. It's like, how, you're not from India, but you're also not from Dubai, kind of that. I always
the identity crisis.
I think even you would face that to an extent.
I still actually do. I still do because when I started TV in 1997, I started as a local TV presenter in local TV stations, and then by me growing up in local schools as well, I went to public schools, government schools.
Yeah.
So and then reality hits. Okay, you're not local, but you speak pure Emirati accent. Your Arabic accent is Emirati, and you deal with lots of Emiratis. You look like Emiratis sometimes not. You have this like mixed culture, but who are you? And then I started to create my own identity. I am who I am.
Exactly, that's the thing. Like that's how it happened in Dubai as well.
Was it like difficult when you sort of started feeling the difference?
Man, it was so hard. Emotionally, it's so hard because you struggle from inside. Where am I? Who am I? Where am I from? Is it really my nationality who would identify me, or like how do I belong to this country? How do I give to this country? Because I love it. I was born and raised here, and I belong to this country. This is how I feel.
Yeah, and you've grown up in that culture
100%.
as well.
But the outside comes to you, like cultural pressure.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you're not from here. No, man. And thank God, like, the environment in the UAE overall, you find people who would like this part of you and people who would hate this part of you. Never in the middle, by the way. So for me, I'm talking about my experience.
Sure.
So I try to focus on those people who loves me for who I am, because I'm giving back to the country. And I mean, majority of them, they do love me, thank God.
Yeah. That's good.
I
That
mean,
means-
that's what I was telling Asad in front of him itself. Like, when I was like going through like whom would I like to speak to, I just heard his voice and I was like, okay, I want to hear, like, just speak to this guy.
Wait, I'm
I
glad.
can just feel like the frequency is so like calming. Like, it will be a help for me itself. You know what I mean? There's lots to learn. That's why.
That's what. So actually, it's a funny story because I've seen, you know, so a lot of people have been coming to Dubai, right? So I'm on this Facebook group, and I've been seeing a lot of people like disclosing their salary and going like, oh, I'm getting 70,000, 80,000 a month. Do you guys think it's a good salary?
Where? Oh my God! What do you do? That's what
I think they.
What do you do, guys?
Yeah, that's the thing, and I'm just like looking at them, and I'm like, are you guys like, you know, being serious, like asking that because, or are you guys trolling because? And I believe the reason for that is because they live in like countries like, for example, UK or something where everything is like taxable, it's so expensive.
True.
Not like they don't know how affordable Dubai is. Like we think, oh, Dubai has become more expensive, but compared
They come here and they get shocked. Oh my God, whole salary is for me. I'm not paying anything for the government.
Exactly.
I know this. I
and
got
there's
it
so many things. So I have a friend who had come down from Ireland. The shock when I took him to a tailor to get his suit made. He's like, I think he paid around like 1,000 dirhams or 1,500. He was shocked. He's like, back in Ireland, I would be paying like, you know, 2,000 euros for it. And I'm just like, really? Like, and he's like, yeah, it's just, Dubai is so accessible because we have a melting pot, right? We're a melting pot of culture. So everybody brings in something from their culture and like just people, I personally love it so much. You know, it's just like.
That's actually true. And you find whatever you want to find. He can actually tailor a suit with 1,000 dirhams or maybe 30,000 dirhams. Everything is available in Dubai.
Everything is available.
Whatever level of living you want to live, you have luxury, you have normal, affordable life. I would say you have.
But even the normal affordable life is so much better than what you would receive elsewhere. You know,
oh my God, for sure. Whenever I travel, wherever I travel, I always like compare, which is wrong, and then I stopped complaining to feel more comfortable with myself sitting in, you know, hotels like 5-star hotels. They're worth of 3-star hotels in Dubai.
Exactly.
Especially in Europe. I mean, I go to London a lot. I mean, hell, man, I have to pay lots of money for a good hotel. But in Dubai, it's like 3-star hotel is like 5-star hotel in Europe.
Exactly. Wow. Like we had gone to Serbia and we stayed in the hostels and we were like, oh my God, we need to get back. Like, where those like Dubai kids, you know, like how it is, right?
I was driving in India, not in India, sorry. So I had gone and in Thailand and we were driving like scooties, and like the guy came to fill petrol in a bottle for us in the scooter, and I was just so shocked. And he's like, yeah, fill it on your own kind of thing. I'm like, oh shit, I have to fill my own petrol also over here, you know? It's like, because in Dubai it's so spoiled, like, you know, like everybody does everything for you.
So true. You know, I have this phrase whenever I come back to Dubai, especially when I'm in the airplane, we're just, you know, landing, and I always say, welcome back to civilization.
Wow.
Nice. When you land to Dubai, I always say, welcome back to civilization.
Where were you coming from when you said that?
Any country, man, any country, even the States, with all of respect to every single country that I visited. I mean, I travel a lot and I love traveling and I respect all countries, rules, regulations, tourism, but you would never find something like Dubai hospitality, Dubai services, and Dubai luxury.
True. Very true.
I'm really sorry, guys, being honest.
I'm being honest as well. Dubai is the best.
I mean, it's true. It's like, these are all our experiences, and like it says nothing else but good about Dubai, right? Like, but moving away from Dubai, I want to like find out who Noor is. Like, you were born and brought up here. You're not from here. But I am from here. But you are from here. You know what I mean? Like similar to us, but like I feel like it would hurt you more a little bit because like let's say I don't speak Arabic, but I'm born and brought up here. Okay, so I haven't been regularly accessing the culture as deeply as you have. All right?
Yeah.
So I would like to understand like how did it feel when like, you know, like you've grown up with all of these guys and now suddenly you feel like I can't access the same things that they have access to, but I've grown up with them. Like how does that work?
That's a nice question. How did it feel? It felt 80% amazing, 20% bad. Okay. Let's focus on the 80% for me for now. And if you want to go to the 20%, I don't mind. It was really nice because the culture I was raised in was really different because I started TV in 1997. I was maybe 12 or 13 years old back then.
Wow.
So, yeah, I started as a kid. So I used to get mixed with this like very, very open-minded culture. And then I go back to the normal culture to me. Like the culture that I know that I resonate and I relate to more. And then you have the school culture, which is only men, school.
Yeah.
So I had to, I would say navigate between 3 different cultures as a kid for 12 years old. This is a lot to digest.
Yes.
So I used to say, who's right? Who's wrong? What do I do here? What do I do there? Who do I touch? Who do I do not touch? Because, it's just like so weird. I'm sure you guys understanding where I come from. So by years, it took me lots of years, to be honest, to understand that every culture has subcultures inside. So to be able to know the culture, you need to blend with those subcultures and respect them. And sometimes you have to build your own, I would say, home inside you to understand when do you relate, when you don't relate to things.
Interesting.
Yeah. And I related majority of the time, to be very honest. Yeah. But what people do think of me, do I relate or not? Guys, I don't care. That's your own problem.
Yeah. That makes sense. I like that.
Fair. So you did your schooling, everything over here?
Yeah.
And your university?
Oh, yeah. Everything.
So
I was wearing Kendora since grade 1 up until I graduated from university, because I went to public university as well. UAE University.
Oh, where is that?
Al Ain City.
Nice.
How did you get selected as a child star?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Yeah.
Can you explain us the journey?
Oh, this is very interesting. How did that happen? Yeah. What exactly? My life?
No, like how you came into the industry.
How did you enter TV at 1997?
Yeah.
How were you interested in it? Were you asked to go there and audition for something? What's the whole process?
True.
Like?
Long story short, I was this public person in school. I was the public boy. And then even like in, public libraries in some neighborhoods, I was living in Rashidiyya in Dubai. So we had a public library. When I go there, like I help the workers there, we used to call them teachers. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the supervisors there, like, to host Q&A for the kids and families. And if there's like a game show, something happening, I used to present in school. So this is how did it happen.
So it's already inbuilt in you to be a presenter? Like
I think I was born to be a TV presenter. I was born to be a public figure and a TV personality. This is my, one of my strongest feelings that, I was born to do this because it's in my destiny.
And what age did you realize that?
What age I realized that? Maybe in my mid-20s.
But you were already doing TV by then, right?
Yeah. Because maybe it's within my DNA. Maybe this was in my past life without me knowing.
Do you believe in all of that?
I do.
You believe in past life?
I do.
Yeah. Roland doesn't believe in past life.
It's okay. I respect that. Why not?
I mean...
But what is it that about past life that attracts you? Like, what makes you believe in it?
What made me believe in it? Because I was just like you up until I went to a family constellation session with one of the healers that I studied with, because I studied life coaching. Nice. So I studied life coaching with her. I met her there, and she does family constellation. And she invited me for a session for my birthday as a birthday gift. So she told me, what do you want to know? I was like, where are the blockages in my life that is not allowing me to get married until now? Or let's say, what's stopping me from getting married? Although I would love to get married. I'm not against the idea. Yeah. So when she did this session, I came to know that there is a trauma in the family. When I went to tell my dad, there was something that happened long time ago that no one knew about. And he was shocked because he never spoke about it. He never told my mom or my brothers. And then when he told me, I couldn't tell him family constellation because he doesn't know what family constellation is. I told him I dreamt of this. I saw this in my dreams. But it was true. There was a blockage. So it was like, interesting. Because when she did this session, she told me this is the first time I talk about this topic publicly, because if I, believe it or not, if I speak about this in Arabic, people will be judging me. People who speaks English or understand English, I'm not judging. I'm just,
He's just
explaining,
experience,
explaining how different consciousness and different awareness are. Yeah. So, and then I started believe a little bit in past life. another session of healing that I was meditating and I saw who I was in my past life, and I resonated a lot with so many things that happens in my life.
Yeah.
So I started to believe in past life. And then I wanted to see where religion fall there, especially as Muslim. So I was so intrigued. I went to a religious person as well to ask who studied Islamic studies.
Yes.
And he told me actually the way he believes in it, which made more sense because it's more like scientific way. He told me, hear me out. We were born with a DNA. And scientists actually found that there are some memories in our DNA. And it's approved. And I read so many things about it. Yeah. So this is how past life. Or else, past life is so weird for some people. Past life is like it's the parallel life that you're living, and another people are living it now in another dimension.
Yeah, but it depends on, and the only difference is on the decisions that they have made, like parallel universes, right? It's the decisions. So probably today I decided to wear green. Yeah. But in the parallel one, I decided to wear red. It's just.
Yeah, I would not give this example, but for me, I don't believe that I'm holding some huge karmas like other people who believes in past life do believe. Like, yes, it was a trauma in one of the family side that I carried, as they say, but I don't believe that I have to heal something that happened in the past for someone else, unless I see the effect. So it's like I believe it and I don't believe it at the same time. Yeah. But I've seen the positive side of it, and I like to focus on the positive side.
For me, I believe the only reason I don't believe in all this thing is I'll be very honest with you is because it's very easy not to believe.
Yeah, because you don't know what you don't know. Yeah. You don't know about it. You never tried it, so you would not believe it. It's not tangible, so you'd not believe it. Yeah. You don't want to believe it because it's against maybe your, I would say, belief system or your
like maybe
the way you're programmed.
So that's the reason. I mean, obviously, like, I'm not saying I'll never believe it. I will look into it 100%. You know, like I want to look into these things because I keep saying it like all the time. I'm like, oh, I don't believe in it, and he, tells me like.
If you say I don't believe in it so many times, and you brought up
this reality.
You made it reality, and it means deep inside you're so curious about this topic.
Yeah, I am curious about it. So I want to know about it.
Everyone is curious about this topic, and only the people who practice it and actually speak about it, like. Are the only examples in front of you, right? Because if I meditate, I want to ask you something. Like, so when you meditate, can you access a part of like feeling your past life? You can, right? You can reach.
You can if you choose to.
If that's the intention that you go in with the meditation, like try it. Like
I'll try it. Like
everything is about the intention. What's your intention from this podcast? What's your intention from driving the car? What's your intention? Behind even being friends with you guys are friends or not related? I mean, whatever.
We've been childhood friends since the grade 7.
Oh, so you're like brothers. I mean, like there is everything you do, there is an intention behind it. Everything you do, there is an intention and even emotion, because we live looking for emotions. Whatever happens in your life is connection is an emotion as well. So you would live your life up until you die looking for an emotion, nothing else. Not money, because money is an emotion. Not marriage is an emotion. Not work is an emotion. Everything, you mention it, you name it.
But you try to put it as a logical way of doing it, but it's actually emotions. Is that?
It is, but emotion is logic for me. For some men,
it's very difficult to access emotions sometimes, man. Like, you have to really dig deep to get emotions for sometimes.
For guys especially.
Because like you've been told to like not be emotional and be the strong one, and like all of that is also installed in your DNA. Like you are the breadwinner, so you have to do all of that. Like the ego and everything comes as a part of. And
you've been told that you're stupid. If you want to focus on stupidity, you will be stupid.
How
it's the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. If I tell my parents right now, if I told them I want to do podcasts like maybe 7, 8 years, 10 years ago, they'd be like, "What's wrong with you?" You know?
Yeah. Get one of your parents to the podcast. Let them sit here.
Yeah.
First time they will be so shy. Maybe they will be hesitant. I don't know their character. Maybe they will excel. But I mean, by the time, because their old program is being reprogrammed, they will get used to it. They will tell you, I want to come to the podcast again.
Exactly. So like I'm saying, like maybe 10 years ago, but now when I started doing this, my mom has been my biggest follower.
Okay.
So she's like, oh wow, really seeing it. And
That's nice.
She calls me every day. She's like, oh, these many subscribers you got, these many followers increase.
Hi, his mom.
Thank you, mom. So yeah, she does that. But in the starting, but I'm pretty sure like that's also because it's changed over time. You know, like I've started because in our family, like it was like more of like, okay, we could speak out, but we couldn't speak against. Kind of thing. So it was more, so if you had to say something, you had to like sugarcoat it or, you know.
Yeah.
So now that dynamic has changed like over a few years. So it's just become more like, you know, okay, please, it's not please, I want to do this. Now I want to do this kind of thing.
Nice.
So
what changed?
So it was when my dad had passed away. So that's the thing that I said because.
Interesting.
Yeah, because I couldn't go against whatever he said.
Okay.
Like his word was law in the house, you know. So it's like, if he says this, I will not go against it. But if I wanted to do something else, he would tell me, if you want to do it, that's fine. But, you know, make sure.
I told you so.
Like, yeah, kind of thing, you know. It's like, they were more of like, my dad didn't want me to, like, he didn't want me to experience failure. You know, like he would tell me, it's like, okay, do this, it's fine. But, you know, if I would fail at it, he would protect me at that instant. You know what I mean? From the failure.
The dad instinct.
You know, so that's which is fine. And now, you know, so now once I fail now, because when I did eventually have a failure in my life, it literally broke me down. Like I was like, oh wow, like, you know, it became like what happened, you know, like, because every time I was like, I could fall back on him, right? Every failure, and I would know like, okay, he will protect me, like no matter what happens. So yeah, that had changed. So in a way, it's good. Honestly, like it's good that I learned it because it changed me as a person as well. So
nice.
Yeah.
What did you learn from your dad's death?
Oh my God, so many things. So like, you know, the thing is, okay, I'll be very honest. I did not value money.
Yeah.
One thing. First thing was I did not value money a lot. Second thing which I learned is obviously about the failures which I'm talking about. Like, you know, you cannot fall, like, because when I did fail, because I was looking at someone to protect me, no one came, which is fine. You know, like that's how you learn. I mean, obviously, like I'm talking about like emotionally, yes, my parents, my mom, my sister were there to like, you know, take care of it. Like they would listen to it, they would understand. But like I'm talking about like financial, like, you know, when I'm down deep in the pockets and so I was like, okay, so you just have to claw your way back, and that's what I've learned. And like, and obviously like I was very arrogant, if that's the right word. Like not arrogant, I was just like, yeah, I don't care, you know, kind of type person. Now you know, it's more of like, okay, I want to know people more. And before it was more like, you know, I don't care like what he's doing or what they're doing, you know. Now it's more like, okay, I want to meet people. I was never like that, you know, like before. It was not like, oh, I want to meet everyone. It's just more of like, I want to be with my friends.
So you got outside your comfort zone.
Yeah, exactly. It helped me like a lot to get out of my comfort zone.
Nice.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you about...
I made him talk, see?
I know, I'm noticing, and I'm keeping quiet on purpose.
Wait, what's happening over here?
So we plotted something.
Oh shit! Tell me about that.
Yeah.
So do you have children?
No, I'm not married yet.
You're not married?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know if it would make sense, but I wanted to speak to you about fear. Okay.
Yeah, it makes lots of sense.
So are we born with fear, or is fear installed into us, or do you think we pick up other fears from around us?
Yeah.
Or how does it happen? Like,
all what you said.
Sorry?
All what you said. We were born with fear sometimes. If we carry this fear from the womb.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're programmed to fear so many things. So yeah, the same thing. So it comes from family, first from family, which is mom and the womb. And mom carries this from the environment. And then you get born, and then from 0 to 7, you start to develop emotions. Yeah. So basically, you get fear and other feelings. Let's say
you're in that receiving mode.
Fear,
where you
sadness,
get
and stuff. Yeah. You're like a sponge when you're a kid. You just like absorb everything.
Yeah.
And then you start to relate to it when you grow older. And by the time you're aging, all your fear is a trauma from your childhood, or even sometimes past life, if you believe in past life.
Inner child and past life.
Yeah, or maybe a trauma from the womb. When your mom were pregnant.
So what methods of healing do you usually go for?
Majority of people, they do like either timeline cleaning for the emotions. So you clean the emotion itself. Or else they go to their childhood to heal the inner child. The most common one is healing the inner child.
That's the...
You go to an incident where you felt the most fearful situation
The
or
beginning
emotion.
of.
The beginning of it as your unconscious know. So
people use
hypnotherapy, yeah. You get hypnotized, which is not scary. It's so safe. It's amazing. It's so nice. I love it. It's so amusing, guys. Do not get scared from this. It's not like what you see in the movies.
Yeah, it's not like the deadly
at all.
stuff.
So it's like it's a type of meditation, let's say.
It's
like
a guided meditation.
Guided meditation. Yeah. You go to the memory, and we always say that the unconscious knows better than your conscious. So you go to the memory and you deal with it. There are so many ways to deal with the memory.
So are there a lot of people around you that do similar things, like in terms of healing, or do you think that people look at you doing the healing and go like, what the fuck is that?
happening?
Like, why are you doing this?
Now there are so many friends of mine.
Now there are, right?
Yeah,
like
because I planted a seed.
Inception.
Yes, there is.
Inception.
And it works like magic, by the way. Yeah. Because by you talking about this topic once, twice, 3, 4, maybe 10 times, the more you talk about it, the more people will get curious about it, to know more about it. What is it? Why this person is talking about this topic all the time? Why NourAldin is talking about healing all the time, meditation, energy? So what's so interesting, last night I was with one of my friends who had lots of doubt about energy and I would say rejection. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to this workshop where we're doing synchronization between the brain and heart. I was like, wow. And he's like, you were shocked, right? I was like, no, I'm not shocked because I planted a seed. And I know like majority of my surrounding, people who would resonate with me, people who are vibrating on the same level of my vibrations will be so interested to know because they saw the impact on me. They know that how calm I am, how peaceful I am, and how am I dealing with life easier than before, like way easier than before. So why not? Try. If it suits you, keep going. If it's not, you tried.
What is it about frequency that attracts you? Like, why do you believe in it? What made you believe in frequency?
What made me believe in it? Because I'm intuitive since I was a kid. So whatever I feel, majority of time happens. I'm not going to say 100 times, but majority of time. Like
a gut feeling, intuition.
Yeah. Gut feeling, intuition. I follow my heart. And I mean, heart is my logo as well, like heart as an anatomy. Like I'm even wearing it here. It's on my Instagram, my WhatsApp. I'm wearing a necklace as well. I just love it because heart, by the way, is the biggest organ in the body as energetic organ. So heart is the biggest energetic field that you receive everything. Whatever you receive it to the heart first. And then it comes to the brain. The brain processes the information and then you analyze it and then you understand, oh, this is happening. Whatever you receive it through the heart. So that's why I always also say, especially if I'm on stage, whatever comes from the heart, it touches the heart or it goes to the heart. Yeah. So heart to heart. And I love the heart.
Yeah. Oh, that's why it's a heart-to-heart conversation.
Heart-to-heart conversation, bro. Like you're on the same vibration as me, and now you've related to me. Like I've said all my problems to you, and now because of me, you are sad.
Bro, after all these years, you're telling him the same vibration. You brought up together, guys.
Bro, he doesn't believe in vibrations. That's why. Like,
no, everything.
What I believe
everything
in
is a vibration.
What I believe in is energy. So negative energy, positive energy.
Energy is vibration.
Those are all vibrations.
So that's what it's like.
Energy is vibration.
Yeah, so I believe in energy for sure. Like someone getting negative energy, I was like, okay, I can feel that, Okay,
you can ask him because I think you would have some good ideas. How do you kill negative energy around you?
Why should I kill negative energy? I avoid negative energy.
Yeah, how do you
I deal with it.
How do you separate it?
I always choose to see what's inside me, and if I care about the person who's next to me, who's spreading negative energy, I try to see where this problem coming from. And if I can't handle it right away, I choose to leave, to process it with myself and see what's happening. And there are so many things. You can protect your energy before you leave house. You can actually protect your energy when you enter a place.
How do you do that?
If I'm going to say religiously, you can recite 3 verses in Quran. If I would say energetically as like healing methods, you just build, let's say a bubble, a see-through bubble, let's say, with a golden color. Golden color is the strongest color of healing. So it protects you from getting attacked. Once you put this idea in your brain, for people who doesn't understand energy, The minute you put this idea in your brain, your unconscious knows that you are protected. So you're protecting your energy field. It's a field, so you're not allowing people to step in it.
So are you like closing your eyes and visualizing this bubble around
You can do it any way you feel like it. You can close your eyes and visualize it. You can just do this like I'm protecting a shield on my aura. And some people, they draw a pyramid. Yeah, there are so many ways. Guys, it's so easy. YouTube it, Google it. There are so many methods.
Because I was just thinking, now when you said something, golden is like the best color in terms of like protecting your energy.
Yes.
I don't know if you've seen like Hindu books.
Yeah.
You've seen the gods with golden aura around them,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I was like, wow, now that it can relate. Now if it's like energies, maybe they're trying to protect their energy
like
over there.
everything
You would
is done
sense
for
it
a
in
reason, man.
majority of religions. You have no idea. You would sense it in majority of religions.
Yeah.
Majority. Yeah.
Like religion is related to like all this
Yeah,
spirituality, all the energy.
Yeah, it's all like a similar thing. I feel like these are all like guidelines for you to like guidelines for you to live your life. You know, like it's not like you have to do it, but like if you do these things, you're on somewhat a right track.
You live
Is
your
the whole
life easily.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Easier than the way you live it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the things are difficult to do, but try to do whatever you can do. Like that's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
convenience.
Yeah. I
Yes.
always get asked this question, especially from close friends. Why energy? Why this field? What are you benefiting? Why you became a life coach? And I would tell them it's easy and simple. I am a happier person. I can live happier than I used to live before. I am way more flexible. I don't see problems. I see obstacles.
Yeah.
And I'm just like at peace sometimes. There's this like peaceful feeling inside me. Majority of the time, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna say all the time. Majority of the time, when I try to vibrate on the same level of like universe, earth, you get synchronized to the divine energy more, which is God. To me, Allah. To other people is divine. To other people is like Buddha. Whatever suits you.
Yeah.
If you're not spitting on someone's stepping and spitting, to be honest, someone's space and telling them this is right, this is wrong. Come on, you cannot tell me what's right, what's wrong if I'm not, getting into your personal space and just like forcing you to do something.
Yeah.
I'm respecting boundaries more than before. I'm building boundaries more than before. So life is easier, guys.
Building boundaries is also quite important.
Yeah.
As much as like
Yes.
respecting
Yeah.
someone else's, like you need to build your own boundaries.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Otherwise, you're just taking shit from like everyone and it's just weighing down.
Yeah.
Like,
And then
super
you
hard.
walk like this and say, I'm so tired.
Yeah,
I don't know
exactly.
why- I don't know why I'm tired, because you allowed it. You allowed this person to tell you you're not worthy, you're ugly, you're
Yeah.
stupid
Yeah.
all the time, majority of the time.
Yeah.
And you heard it, you believed it, and someone, just like broke into your personal space and told you, you should not do this, you should do this, without you asking for help.
Like without your consent.
Without
or,
your consent.
Like,
Yeah.
I've had people do that to me.
yeah,
so-
imagine I'm just walking by.
In fact,
you.
I'm also some of the times I've done this. So
We all sometimes do
do it.
these
Yeah.
So
things,
I'm-
but what do you do majority of the time? Do you do these things more often, or you do other good things more often? It depends.
yeah.
We're not, I mean, we're good, and we're bad. We're angel and we're devil. It's all in us. It's polarity. But how do you balance? When do you balance?
Yeah.
That's the thing. No, because when it comes into like stepping into other people's space and like actually talking to them and telling them do this, do that, I think that happens a lot with the people you're closest to. So like, like my family, like my sister or my fiance, if I tell her something but the thing is, I sometimes believe I'm coming from a good perspective when I say it like that.
Yeah.
But obviously my tone, the way I said it,
The way you said it is very different also from the way that it's taken.
Taken.
Because
Yes.
like it
So-
could be anything. Like
so that's the thing. It's
It depends when do you say it,
Yeah.
where do you say it. I mean, what state of mind you are in. It's just like it depends on so many things.
So,
Environment, yeah.
So what you need to adapt is something called like conscious communication.
okay.
So if you are consciously communicating to somebody, you're keeping in mind everything, the whole surrounding, exactly what he said. You cut that short. It's called conscious communication. And like you're keeping everything in mind about their surroundings, where they've come from, you, and what the setting is. Maybe you can say the same thing maybe in like the next 10 minutes. But if you say it now, shit might just go down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
which has happened, by the way.
It's like proposing.
Yeah.
It's like proposing to your fiance. I'm not sure if this is in your culture. You
No,
propose.
we did.
Okay, great. So you planned it, right?
Yeah.
The right atmosphere, the right place. Now I can propose. Now, no, I can't propose now. It's the same when you want to advise someone. You have to give the right advice at the right time and the right state of mind. I cannot give him advice while everyone is here, and it's a personal advice. And I would say, or I would analyze, it's linked to a trauma. I'm not going to say, you have this.
Yeah.
I'll just take him, to a corner, quiet corner at the right time. I was like, you mentioned earlier 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you want an advice? Or I advise you if he's closer to me, if he's in my close circle.
Yeah.
But for a stranger, now you guys are stranger to me. I'm a stranger to you. We just met.
Yeah.
So I cannot come and tell you, you should do this, you should do that. You should, no.
Yeah.
Who the fuck I am? You didn't ask for my help. If you ask, I answer. This is interesting because I always tell my friends, I speak when you ask. I rarely give advices if you don't ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty good.
But then again, like, ask and you shall receive, it's like, it's in that sense, I think. Right?
Yeah.
Totally.
And do not ask if you cannot handle the truth.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If you
That's
Like,
ask for the
careful what
truth.
you wish for, like,
Yes.
what you ask for, like.
You ask for the truth, handle the truth. If you can't handle the truth, why would you ask for it?
Yeah,
you
like
know that you
imagine-
are a liar at the beginning. I mean, I am.
Like, if your fiance comes to you and goes like, oh, how am I looking? And you go like, oh, I don't like that. She's not looking for that answer, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's the truth that you shouldn't be saying
Yeah,
out.
social
like,
media and approvals.
Yeah, bro,
Oh,
like,
wow.
validation is like so key for people's self-esteem. It's kind
Yeah.
of sad, to be honest.
Yeah,
Right.
we were just speaking about this recently, like with someone else, about how social media and how the new generation is not doing social media nowadays. Like if you see
Some
it.
people are saying, like, one of our guests had come and he said that kids are now shying away from social media and they're laughing at the people who are posting on social media. Like,
Yeah.
there's a new section of these new generation
Yeah,
kids
true,
that are
true.
doing
I
that.
see this on TikTok a lot.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
when they just like troll them, they just so maybe someone is and then after getting trolled, start making troll content. Then you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like just to mess around and this thing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna throw it on the new generation because they have their own culture. I would say.
Yeah.
I try to find a middle ground to have a conversation with younger people about this thing, why they do this thing. But I always find, or majority of the time, I found because they lost respect to elders. I'm not talking about elders who are 60 years old. Elders like even us. I mean, if I'm talking to 16 years old boy or girl, I'm 40 now, so there is a age gap. I would say I understand some of what they say, but sometimes I don't understand them. And if I try to have a conversation, it comes out of not knowing. I want to know. So if I ask, they answer, but majority of the time there is no respect. Some manners and values are not there anymore in the new generation. I'm not going to say all the generation. No, in some of the new generation.
Do you think that's going to be the normal way the next era is going to be with
Gonna
like,
be,
less of filter?
it is the normal now. It is. This is
Exactly.
the new norm.
Yeah, like-
new norm, no
like
respect.
When we is it no respect or is it no filter?
No,
Like,
it's
how
more
would
of
you
like,
do
It
that?
is no respect. They sugarcoat it by there is no filter. No filter is for yourself, but no, there is no filter for someone who has more age gap, and you're not respecting that. The fact that you should know this person before you speak. You should know the values of this person. You should know the background of this person.
Mindfulness in terms of speaking.
I think it's more of like
Fair,
I think
fair.
they're taking it into sense like respect is earned and not given kind of thing. So I think
I
they-
guess there's a bit of everything.
yeah. So I
to
think
be
I've
honest.
seen some people who've told me this like from a younger generation. They're like, oh no, respect is like earned. It's not just given out.
I guess it's more of like again. I think I'm repeating. Someone else told me this. It's about hustle culture. Like people are gravitating more towards like I need to do my shit.
It's
know,
again,
fuck
it's
the,
how we get
emotion
programmed.
and connection.
Yeah.
But I've seen lots of brilliant examples. I have this friend of mine that we go to her place sometimes, and I see her daughters. Like one is 20, the other one maybe 21, 22. They're so intellectual. They're so nice. They're so respectful. Yet they treat me as if I'm their age, which is nice. And they treat the mom and the dad as if they are their age. But sometimes I feel like it's not that there is no filter or there is no respect or there is no manner. No, they don't know that those boundaries are there.
Yeah.
They have no idea that these things do exist.
But is
Yeah.
that the job of a parent to teach the kids that this is the boundary, or just like for them to figure it out themselves?
I mean, poor thing parents, how much they should teach. I mean,
True.
even
Yeah.
schools. But yeah, everything is changed now. Some parents, they're coming out of trauma from their parents that they don't want to carry this trauma, so they treat their kids, they spoil them, and then reality hits when they are like, 16 teenagers. Oh my God, I don't have respect. You're not respecting me. You allowed it. Hello. And I see this in my brothers and sisters. I mean, I have 25 nephews and nieces. We're a big family.
Wow.
So yeah.
That's why I thought you had your own kids, and because I've seen like you with so many. Like,
yeah, my nephews and nieces. Like
25, man. That's next level.
Yeah,
like,
they're amazing. MashaAllah, I love them all. But I see like such treatment sometimes between like niece, nephew, and a parent, and I always relate to they're carrying the trauma of my family, my mom and dad, because my dad was like so tough as well. So growing up with a tough dad would put in someone's head that I don't want to be like this with my kids. I want to be so soft with my kids all the time. Also, no. My dad was soft when it's needed. My dad was tough when it's needed, but he was more tough than soft. It doesn't mean that you have to be softer all the time and tough when you think it's needed, but it's too late because they got used to the soft dad. So and kids are manipulative, by the way. They manipulate you. Talking about kids, I mean, in my opinion, when they get born, up until when they develop a character, I would say up until they are 20. For me, they're kids.
Okay, fine.
They are intellectual, brave, so aware, but for me, they're still kids. They're still learning. Well, I'm still learning.
Yeah. We all are still learning. Like everybody's learning.
So, like you said that you're a life coach as well, right?
Yeah.
According to you, what's the most common
thing that people come up to you and go like, okay, I need help in this?
Childhood traumas.
Just childhood traumas.
Yeah, and also phobias. Yeah.
How are phobias created, or is it like usually a childhood?
From an incident
right?
you got exposed to, which is traumatic incident, or something that you got exposed to so many times.
Yeah.
Like so many times, non-stop. If you see horror movies, I'm 100% sure you have a phobia. From
darkness.
From darkness or door voices when they get open. Like, yeah. Like some of my Lebanese friends, when we see fireworks in Dubai, they panic because it's a phobia from the war. They related them to the bombs. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a trauma. Like,
I had actually a phobia from uniform. I had a phobia of uniform because it was coming out of fear of judgment.
Yeah.
So if I see a bunch of people, I would say 20 people or plus, wearing the same uniform, I panic. I used to. I'm talking about like the old version of me.
Wow.
So when I released the phobia, it was fear of judgment.
What is the change between the old version of you and the new version of you?
180 degrees. So many things.
What's the biggest change?
Biggest change, I'm happier. As I said earlier, I am happier. I know how to process emotions way better than before. I'm more attached to my masculine and feminine side. I know how to balance between them. I know my truth more. Braver than before. I initiate things more than before. I analyze better than before.
Fair.
Yeah.
No, I saw that when you were talking about masculinity, femininity thing. That is happening a lot right now in this.
Yeah, so
you've seen it, right?
Can you give us like a gist of what is masculine energy and a feminine energy and how it can be all together in one body? And
we need 3 episodes of podcast.
Give us a gist, like small gist.
Yeah, we were all born with masculine and feminine energy, and also we get programmed to deal with masculinity more, femininity more sometimes. So being raised in any, I would say, Middle Eastern family, they would say they would tell the boy, you're not supposed to cry. You're a boy. You're a man. Toughen up. Crying is for girls. And if you just analyze, God created us as humans. So if God do not want us to cry, He would not create tears to men. He would create tears to women only. So what's wrong with crying? What's wrong with processing emotions? I am this and I am this. In some situations, I have to use my feminine energy. When the dad is soft with the kids, this is feminine energy. This is not masculine energy. Soft, I mean like nice, kind, tender.
What you would think
being
like
gentleman.
overly...
Gentleman is not really masculine. It is feminine energy.
Oh.
Gentleman.
Gentle. Money is feminine energy. It's not masculine energy.
Really?
Yeah. Speaking about the way you didn't know how to deal with money or you didn't value money. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Money is a feminine energy. Read about it. You will be surprised in a positive way.
I will 100% read about that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I never
yeah.
thought of it. No, because right now, if you see, it's like all masculinity, and then some people say toxic masculinity, then
Yeah.
toxic femininity. Like, you know, it's
Yeah,
happening in the
yeah,
West,
yeah.
right? Like, feminism.
The feminism movement was
Yeah.
more masculine energy than feminine energy to me.
Yeah, so that's.
Yes.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
what I felt
Yeah.
because it was you could see just in the videos when I'm just watching videos of people, I'm seeing like rage, and that rage is a masculine energy which you're bringing into a feminism conversation, which
Yeah.
sort of defeats the point. You know what I mean?
And also a masculine energy when a woman who looks extremely sexy to majority of men, but yet if you talk to her, she go over defensive because she's in a very masculine atmosphere, especially at work. And there are so many majority of, and women hear me out of love, who works in real estate as agents are more attached to their masculine energy than feminine energy because they have to protect themselves from the, I would say, the masculine field. Real estate is a very masculine field.
Yeah.
Even if you see lots of women, especially in Dubai, agents as women are more than men sometimes as agents. But yet they're more attached to their masculine energy than their feminine energy because they want to protect themselves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've seen that. I've noticed that.
Yeah. Like a woman who's divorced and who should be the man and woman at the same time, she's more attached to her
Masculine.
Because she has to overcompensate
masculine
for that
energy
part
than the
that's
feminine
missing, right?
energy. And
Yeah.
I would say vice versa. In some occasions, if a man is divorced and he's handling the kids, he also should get attached more to his masculine energy and majority of the time feminine energy in the house. And in the house, you would feel the feminine energy when the mother is treating the kids, when the mother is cooking. If you are cooking to your friend, this is a feminine energy. This is not masculine energy. And there is nothing wrong with embracing that both are good energies. We were born with them. It's part of the polarity.
Yeah.
And you should balance them.
How do you get to balancing it?
When you are aware enough that this is the right thing to do now and this is the wrong thing to do, I'm not going to do it. When you feel like I am happy from inside, yet whatever happens from outside is healthy to me, is not getting into me emotionally, and I'm not getting attacked by myself, and I'm not hating myself. I love myself enough to use this energy here, use this energy there. When you know that this energy would solve a problem in a positive way, not negative way. So you would know that I am attached to my masculine energy here, I am attached to my feminine energy, or I'm using my feminine energy, I'm using my masculine energy. When you're in bed with your partner, there are two energies, masculine and feminine. There is no way in hell to have two feminine energies and two masculine energies. Even with non-straight people, I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's the energy. I'm talking
It's the
about,
energy, yeah.
it's not a gender, I'm talking about energy.
Yeah. Because they're two different roles. Like there's a yin and a yang, and if you want to make it work, you've got to like balance it out. Like let's say if you have 40% female energy and 60% male energy, the other person needs to complete you as much for there to be a balance in the relationship.
And for someone who speaks science, we have female hormones, we have male hormones.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Exactly.
And if there is imbalance, you get sick. You have to balance your hormones.
Yeah.
People who has issues with hormones, they have lots of mood swings. They have lots of muscle pain, I would say, or maybe sometimes bloating, skin problems. They have other diseases, I would say.
Yeah. Do you think these kind of diseases are actually coming up a lot more because people are not balanced from the inside? Like I'm talking energy. I'm sure of it, but I wanted your view. But like most of it is not because of what you eat, or like it's just in your mental state of mind. Like if you're not well from inside, it'll start showing outside.
Yeah, 100%.
So
I would give you this example for someone who wears. I mean, we live in Dubai. People are full of brands, expensive stuff.
yeah.
Chic, neat. They go to Dubai Mall fully polished from outside. What about inside? Do you know what's inside? No. And if you ask someone, I'm not going to judge, but majority of people that you tell them you can spend 500 dirhams or like say $200 for a healer, they look, this is so expensive.
Yeah.
What if I tell you buy a bag for 2,000 dirhams or let's say 20,000 dirhams? Wow, this is Chanel, this is LV, I'm going to buy it. We all fall into this trap. But what's from inside is more sustainable than what's from outside.
Yeah.
Even like I'm with anti-aging, I'm with using things to look younger, and obviously I do look younger, and I know that. I take care of myself, I take care of my skin, but I take care of myself from inside more than what I take care of myself from the outside.
Yeah.
So if it's coming from the inside, no matter what you do from the outside, you're still old from the inside, and people would see you and look at you as like, oh, she did lots of plastic surgeries, she looks so fake. I bet she didn't work on herself from inside. No one will see that reflection if you're working from inside and you're spending lots of time, lots of energy, and money is an energy again, to heal from inside. So it's not about the outside all the time. I would say, yes, I care about the look, but I care about what's inside more. If I see a beautiful human being next to me, and the moment they start talking, I say, oh my God.
Because you can just see the
Please
energy
do
that's
not
been
do
thrown out.
this.
Like, yeah.
I mean, how many times you see a pretty woman, like you see her, like,
Yeah.
and then when she starts to talk, oh God forbid, why did you
just know
talk?
how much is like built up inside.
Why
like,
did you? Why did you start talking?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
There is lots of anger inside, lots of, traumas inside. And also for a man who's in a beautiful tuxedo or a kandora, he's so polished. And you see this gentleman, you see, I would love to look like this person.
Yeah.
I want to get his body in the gym, for example. But you see this person talking, it's like, oh my God.
You wouldn't want to feel like
What's
that person.
inside you, dude?
Yeah,
What's
exactly.
happening inside you?
So I read this quote somewhere. Actually, Asad had shared it to us. It says, my problem is that I overthink, I overlove, I overcare, I overtrust, and in return, I get overhurt.
Mm-hmm. The answer is what you just told me earlier. You told me I more connect to myself. Such people do not connect with themselves. They overanalyze because it's an analytic mind. Your mind analyzes all the time because you want to feel safe. So the brain escapes to the past. It accesses the past all the time. We're always accessing the past. While we're talking, we access the past. We don't live the moment. And we don't access the future. We try to think of the future. So that's why we develop anxiety. Anxiety is fear of the future. Depression is like the past, piling up things from the past. Living the moment is like connecting with yourself.
Just
How
to
do
stay
I
in the
live?
present.
Yes. How do I be present? How do I connect to the moment, even if I'm not closing my eyes? By being with someone, having a proper conversation that would allow us to be more positive. And there is a very nice trick that I use with myself nowadays, because I had this problem before I was that person. I used to travel not living the moment. After I come back from the trip, I see the photos like, oh my God, this was nice. And then I ask myself, why didn't I feel it at the moment?
Yeah.
So there is this very nice trick, like if you are in a location, even if you're in your house, why they say take off your shoes? To feel the floor, connect. So you're touching, you're using your senses.
Yeah.
Try to smell, try to talk, try to listen. Use your senses. You get more connected to the moment. Why we overanalyze? Because we live inside. We reject to live the outside. So if you want to live the inside majority of the time, and you want to enjoy the inside, clean the inside, have a better intention towards life, towards things, and always remember, if things happened not as planned, not as per to your plan, it means this is the proper thing to happen. This is the God plan to you. Because we overplan sometimes. Yeah. And we try, I have a goal, I have a plan. And while reaching this plan, during the journey that we didn't even enjoy, we didn't reach the outcome. And then we complain, I didn't reach the outcome. I worked my ass on these things. Because you didn't enjoy the moment. You didn't live the moment. You didn't find the positive learnings that are coming out of this journey. God is putting you here, or destiny is putting you here, or universe, whatever you believe in, is showing you that this is not your path, even if you want it. Try another path. And the lesson you got from this path is the right answer for you. Yeah. But we don't focus on it. We like to focus on something else.
Yeah.
So it's a choice. What am I getting out of this? Because the end, can you read the end again?
The end is, and in return, I get overhurt.
Exactly. Because you allowed it. I allow people to hurt me. I allow incidents to hurt me. Things happening to me. Life is happening to me. Okay, there is a lesson. If I get into an accident, someone is hitting me by car. If I change the perspective of the guy who hit me in the car, even if he's mistaken, if I shout on him, if I put the blame on him, even the police would say, the police would come and solve it.
Yeah.
They will tell this person did that, or they will see the cameras, whatever, it's gonna get solved. What's better, to get angry or just to be silent, quiet, or just deal with it normally and say, is there a lesson or just something just happened, I don't have to overthink it? What's better? You guys tell me. If you get angry, it gets into you.
100% not getting angry.
Yeah, but if it's angry, if I get angry, I'm gonna reflect on myself.
Yeah.
If I get angry in the street for a car who's like taking over, and I was like, you motherfucker, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Who got angry? Him? No, me.
You get angry.
Who
Can't
got
even
hurt?
listen, yeah.
Who got hurt? Me.
You'll get it.
I allowed myself to hurt myself.
Anger is the form of like, it can lead to self-destruction like
Yeah.
so easily.
It's not that I'm saying do not get angry.
Yeah.
Process anger, but not to be piling up anger
Yeah.
and getting angry all the time, to snap on people, because I used to snap on people, and sometimes until now I snap.
Yeah.
And then I realized I didn't process other emotions. I didn't process anger at the right time. If I'm angry at you, I would tell you I am angry at you because you did 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
If I'm upset from you, I would say I'm upset from you. You did 1, 2, 3, 4 to me.
Yeah.
Even if I didn't get an answer from you, but I processed the emotion. I said it, so I processed it. I released the emotion from the inside.
True. So
Yeah.
I'm sort of like, right, I have a notes page in my phone where I just write some few things that I've learned on my own. So through my experiences. So one of those things is anger is a transitional state of mind. This is what I've written.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a transitional state of mind where like it's not an emotion that is going to be with you for very long.
Yeah.
It is an emotion that comes and it goes. So when you have that emotion with you, let's say for example, I'm angry at the moment, I need to sort of do something about it, but in a way where I'm not making any decisions about what I'm angry with.
Mm-hmm.
So sort of sit with the feeling, let it just slide off, and then again you'll come back to your normal state, and then you can make the decision based on
Yeah,
that.
and majority of the time we're angry from inside, from ourselves and
Yeah.
at ourselves.
Yeah, and you just
So-
release it on someone like
Yeah,
else.
we are reflecting on people. We get angry because anger is inside. We didn't process it.
But like, is anger like a very bad emotion? Is it a bad emotion? Like, can you use anger for good as well?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, that's what I would like to do. Like,
Some
use
people
anger
use-
for good, you know?
Some people use anger to release, to go to work out, to go to the gym. They are releasing energy. They're releasing anger.
Yeah.
Everything exists for a reason. If there is no anger, you will not value the opposite of anger, which is calmness. You would not value it if you're calm all the time. You're
Yeah,
not
it's
beneficial,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So I'm just saying because a lot of... Yeah. Wow. No, because just that like everybody talks about, oh, you shouldn't be angry not all the time. Just don't be angry. Just be like, don't be upset. Don't be...
I
this-
feel like people don't acknowledge the
Yeah.
feeling, but they just go with the feeling, like they don't think about it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm angry right now, they just act instead of
Yeah.
think and act.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. This reminded me also of people coming to me. They're like, "You're a life coach. You're not supposed to be angry. You're not supposed to get mad. You're not supposed to." It's like, yeah, I am a human being. I'm not a machine.
Yeah.
Cleaning the emotions, it doesn't mean that it doesn't come back to you. It comes back to you, but you know how to process it. You know how to deal with it. You know when to say, "I'm stopping this. I'm not allowing this emotion to come to me. This is not my journey." If I see someone crying, if I see someone, okay. My job is like to calm this person to see if I can solve the problem. But if this person is crying and is not allowing me to help him or her, this is not my problem. This is his own or her own problem. I walk away and I don't link myself to this emotion. So I detach myself from this emotion. It's not my journey. This is his journey.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You
Wow.
can't get too involved into someone else's emotions, right? That's what I'm saying.
You get sometimes you get involved
It's
to someone's
very
emotions.
easy to...
When you're part of the problem, like
Yeah.
family and friends, especially
Yeah.
family, especially parents. Yeah.
That's what they say, right? Like,
Yeah.
you can love someone the most, and at the same time, you can hurt that same person the most as well.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
you're that close to the case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you love yourself fully and you
Yeah.
accept all your negatives and positives fully, so accept yourself as I am. I accept myself fully. You start to love people the way they are. So basically, love and hate comes in a different perspective to you. You start to see things from a different perspective, and you judge yourself and others less than before.
That's crazy. So coming to that, like, what was your what the fuck is happening moment where you actually like decided to give it a shot and just change? Professionally also and personally as well. Like to get both.
I get asked this a lot, but I don't have one incident. I think
I think it's like a multiple thing.
Yes,
it's an everyday thing.
Thank you. There are so many things.
Exactly. But then something for like your audience to like even get an idea, an example, and inspiration from.
Yeah.
Like,
maybe because I was exposed to the Sufi culture because my dad is a Sufi.
Nice.
It was really nice. I used to think like, what are those body movements they are doing, and they're reciting like even a verse of Quran or Allah, 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 Allah. It feels good, but weird at the same time for a 9 years old kid or 7 years old kid. What's good about it and what's bad about it? So I had this curiosity inside me. Also, growing up, I always felt people's energy. If I don't like a person, I just say I cannot deal with this person. I don't feel comfortable. And in so many situations, I was right more than I was wrong. So I was following my heart all the time by default without me noticing I was doing the right thing. So I think I was born with a gift, maybe. I don't know. Until I studied energy and life coaching,
and
which was
started
like,
making sense to you at that
yeah,
time.
man, everything makes sense when you read about energy. Just read about it.
I'm gonna give it a shot for sure, 100%.
Yeah, I can share with you a couple of books.
Everything is energy. The music you listen to, the way you see, you listen to the voice of your car engine, the way things move around you. Everything vibrates.
You need to listen to Beethoven, man.
But
like that man, that'll hit your.
No, so the thing is, music 100% changes your energy. Like mood, everything it changes. Like when you listen to music, I just feel like okay, if I'm pissed or if I'm sad or if I'm like. Just uplifts me, you know what I mean? Sort of music. Like.
And also, if you sit with a person that you love, it will uplift you. Yeah. If you sit with your mom without talking, and she will just tap onto your shoulder, it will calm you.
Yeah.
This is energy.
Wow.
If you hug someone, this is energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never looked at it that way.
Like hugging, at least in our culture, is like at least in my house.
Yeah.
It's like you cannot hug.
Yeah, I understand.
You like only shake hand with your father. Like,
but even shaking hand is energy. It depends.
Yeah, but like it's still like restricted. You know what I mean?
100%. But it depends what meaning you would give to it. Like you see older men sometimes, and majority of the time, I would say just notice how older men they say hi to each other. Like, they're like, this is the energy. It's so nice. It's beautiful. Very nice. So
it feels good as well, man. Like I started giving out longer hugs.
Yeah.
Than I would before, and not for anything else, just to send out like the greatest vibes that I can into that person. Like that.
I agree with you. Try this out sometime with your friends or family. Do heart-to-heart hug. Just try to connect hearts.
Yes, this is what I'm talking about.
Yes. Heart-to-heart hug is just like, man, it's like you're charging yourself for like another 3 days.
Like there will be a moment where you're going to be on the same heart sync as the person that you're like hugging. Like just do it with your fiance or whoever. Just do a long tight hug so it's not awkward and weird, and you're gonna feel a big difference.
And some people would say like, how would I connect to my heart? Just close your eyes with an intention that I want to connect to my heart. Yeah. Just feel your heart. It's so easy. Touch the heart.
Yeah. But the hardest thing right now in this world is to close your eyes and be with yourself.
Maybe easiest, but you didn't try.
Exactly. No, I'm talking about for people who have not tried.
And I'm talking about people who didn't try as well.
Exactly. Like for me, like I usually do all of these meditations and I feel connected to myself, and I've started to do it for more towards me.
Yeah.
Like looking in the mirror and like saying things to yourself, like like I love you. That's good enough, for you to feel love from inside.
Sure. The way you talk to yourself is a major thing. It's like
so
the most healing thing.
I've been told recently to do this to increase my self-love.
So you have a healer here.
Yeah, heal me, bro.
I mean, I can just give you options. You need to know what you could connect with.
Yeah.
I think that would make more sense.
And also affirmations is a big thing.
Yeah. So I've never done affirmations like for me, so I started to do that. Like starting to do that now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Wow.
How was your chat with us?
Yeah.
Nice, very smooth.
Very smooth. Did you enjoy the
Heart to
concert?
heart.
Heart to heart, like
Yeah,
all
I
open,
did.
right?
I hope you
Wow.
guys enjoyed.
I
loved
really,
it.
Oh,
like,
thank you.
Like,
so we just want to like learn more, and like I thought like there's a lot to learn from you. Like,
yeah. Like I've never had like a proper like this sort of conversation with anyone. Like
yeah, usually what we do is we like dig into like the guests. Like I told you, like I want to know more about you, but this was so interesting
that,
that
yeah.
like
It just connected. Like okay, now honestly, like because now he's been telling me like do this energy thing and read all that, but I was like yeah, I'll do it. Now I really want to do it. You know, like now you've
because
made me very curious.
Congratulations, Mabruk.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll feel the difference.
100%. I want to give it a try.
Yeah.
You know?
One thing I would tell you, like I know your field is so competitive because being there, done that. You will find people who are struggling to sell this unit or that unit, and the struggle of getting the payment. You'll see things coming to you smoothly because you're attracting them, and you will see the things that are coming from anger. They're gonna come out of love. Trust me.
wow.
Just switch the emotion.
Wow. I will do that.
Cool.
I mean, like obviously it'll be a long journey. It's not
Let
like
me know when it works.
Yeah.
Text me.
100%.
I'll just call, bro. We're not texting anyone.
Okay.
We usually don't text. We just call, hello, please.
Or a voice
Thank you
note
so
you're
much.
getting from me.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I guess that's all we have time for. And thank you, NourAldin,
My
man.
pleasure.
Like it was such a pleasure talking to you. Honestly.
Pleasure is mine. Thank you, guys.
Wow.
And that's an example, guys. Like Noor is an example. Like just look at his face and the vibes he's giving out. Great.
Meet
All
him
right.
for the life coach thing and everything. Meet him, guys. Seriously, like if you want to learn some real good shit,
Like
meet him.
Ronak has learned a lot today.
I've learned a lot.
Thank you,
100%.
guys. My pleasure. I learned a lot as well.
Thank you so much, man. And that was What the Fuck is Happening, guys. Like, share, and subscribe. Cheers.